Hello folks, Sula here, and welcome to a quick Let's Play video on Let's Play Tetris. This is Tetris and Dr. Mario, and we're going to be playing versus the computer here. Of course, I'm going to select hard, not that the computer is all that difficult, and Tetris B, which is the best music, and if you don't think that, you're wrong. And I will be playing on level 9 against the computer. So this is versus mode for Tetris. I think this is a game that everyone is familiar with to a certain extent. I don't think there's anyone who hasn't seen Tetris in some form before. If you haven't, by some miracle, you it's a puzzle game, and you try to clear lines. If you throw down these blocks, and they all line up, and you eliminate lines like that. So some of the basics of playing against someone else, as opposed to playing single player. In order to win the game, you have to get the other person's screen to fill completely up with blocks. So if they ever hit the top of the screen, they lose. Or if I would hit the top of the screen, I would lose. Completing a single line doesn't do anything, but if you complete more than one line at a time, you will drop pieces onto the other person's playing side. So if you complete a double clear out 2 lines at once, it'll drop 1 extra line of bricks onto the other side. For instance, I just did that right there. And if you clear out 2 lines, it'll drop, if you clear out 3 lines, it'll drop two lines of bricks onto the other screen. And if you clear out 4 lines, which is called a Tetris in this game, you'll drop an enormous amount of bricks onto the other side. Anyway, so here we are playing back and forth. It's relatively even right now. I'm in a bit of trouble. I've screwed up a little bit here. I haven't done any Tetris videos before, but Tetris is actually probably my favorite video game of all time, and I've probably spent more hours playing Tetris than anything else over the past 20 years. I'm also pretty good at Tetris. I've put up some scores that are relatively close to some of the world records. I don't have any world records, as you might expect, but I've gotten pretty close to some of them. Anyway, in terms of this game, you can see if you look over on the other screen, the computer is clearing out some lines. He's getting relatively close to dropping a Tetris on me. I'm trying to do the same thing over here, so it's sort of a race. Now I've cleared out bricks, and now you can see I've opened it up. What I want to do right now, because the computer's set up to drop a Tetris on me, is keep the stack relatively low. It's a way of defending against what he's going to do. So here he's going to drop a Tetris on me, and then a second one on me. So now I'm in a bit of trouble. But when you get in a situation like this, the key is not to panic. You can see as long as you keep a cool head, you can prevail. So I'll drop 1 piece there, and there that was actually a misplay. I could have done a better play with that particular piece. I could have cleared out some lines without any real trouble. Anyway, so I fortunately get another one of those long red pieces. And let's see here, I was going to put it on the left side, but then I realized there was a better play with that green T-brick afterwards. So let's do this, and then I'm going to move these purple pieces. Don't have a purpose. I'll throw them on the side. I get that brown piece. That was exactly what I needed. So right now I need to stall. This is a good piece for me. I can clear that out. Now I need another one of those brown pieces, and sure enough, I get one. So that was a little bit lucky there. Allows me to clear that out on the side. Now you can see that this green brick is going to go on the side. Then I'll place these brown ones here. And now you can see I'm in relatively good shape. I'm in no real danger. I could have cleared out 2 lines with that piece, chose not to. Now I'll put this over here on the side. Let's see, and here we go. Now this is the piece I'm looking for. So I can score a Tetris, and now the other player's in a lot of trouble. And here I'm going to try to push him over the top with 1 more line, and it looks like that actually succeeds. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done that. So I've won the first game. But you actually play groups of 3. It's first person to get to 3 wins. So we're going to continue on with the second game. One thing I didn't talk about before is some of the strategy in terms of starting out. What you want to find out, first of all, if you're playing a versus game of Tetris, is where the drop zone is going to be. That is where when the other person scores more than 1 line, where that's going to appear. So the first thing I do is score a triple, and so now I can see where it is. If you look carefully, it's 4 lines off the left side. So I'm going to do my building around that. So you can see I'm trying to set things up so that whenever the other person drops extra bricks on my side, that it's going to appear in a place where I already have a little hole on the screen. So you can see I've tried to set that up, and I was doing a good job until I got that piece a minute ago, which just screwed with what I was trying to do. So now I'm in a little bit of a mess, but not too bad. I just have sort of the 1 little extra area over here on the left side, and that's a good piece there. I can drop that in and start to clear out some of the rubble here. And again, let's see, that probably shouldn't have placed that red piece there, because now I need another one of those long line red pieces, but I do get one, and so that allows me to clear out. And now I've taken care of the left side, and now I've taken care of the right side, and so things are set up, and I can drop the Tetris on the other side. So I've been able to deal with that situation without any real problems. Now here, I don't really want to place that brick there, that brown one, because now I've closed off the drop zone where the lines from the other player are coming, but I just didn't really have a choice. And see, now I've cleared it back out again. So now once again, I have relatively good positioning. And here I can throw down that brown piece and score triple. Puts me in relatively good shape, but once again, you can see here, I've had to close off that drop zone again, which is not good positioning. You want to leave that space open so that when the other guy drops pieces on me, that'll be free. I actually thought the computer was probably going to kill himself here, so I wasn't too worried, but as it turns out, he's still staying alive, somehow, not exactly sure, and so the game's going to keep going for the moment. I kind of thought that it was going to end here, but apparently not. Sometimes the computer starts playing really well when it gets up to the top, and now I've gotten some pieces that I can't quite place as well. So now this game is, you know, sort of and then I make the big mistake. That's not where I should put that piece, obviously. So now I'm in a little bit of trouble, and the computer's cleared out a bunch of stuff over on his screen. So now I've got to hurry. I've got to deal with this situation before he clears out his screen, because if he gets to that huge area on the right, if you look on his screen, there's a huge area on the right. If he ever gets to that and starts dropping Tetrises on me, I'm going to lose this game. So now it's really a speed race. Which one of us can deal with this situation faster? So that I think was actually a misplay. I don't think I should have put that red piece there, but you know, just trying to deal with the situation, and I get that purple piece there that really helps me out. It's exactly what I needed, and then another one right here, which is exactly what I needed. That's going to allow me to clear out space on the right side. Now, as long as that brown piece again is exactly what I need, and the computer actually ends up dying there. So I didn't really do anything too spectacular at the end there, but I did manage to win that game. So let's continue. Match 3. Hopefully hopefully I can do a little bit better in this one. That second match was a little bit sloppy. I could have played a lot better. So again, the first thing we want to do is clear out some lines. We want to find out where that drop zone is going to be. So I want to clear out 2 lines at once, and so you can see I do that there, and look where it is. That drop zone is going to be two off the right side. That's pretty good for me. Generally speaking, it's easier to play when the drop zones are more on the more towards the sides of the screen. It's harder when it's in the middle, just because it's sort of harder to build. Oh, by the way, did you like that? That's sort of a more advanced technique there. So I've got it set up, and I'm going to drop my first Tetris on the other guy, so that throws a whole bunch of lines on his screen. So once again, I'll just keep building around. You can see I'm building around that space 2 off the right side, so everything is going to be built around that. And once again here, I get a nice piece. That brown one is exactly what I needed. So I'm just, you know, I just wait for the long red line piece, and, you know, now I drop my second Tetris on the guy. I'm going to place this brown one on the right side because there are multiple pieces that can go on the left there. And once again, here we go. I'm going to drop my third Tetris on him here. 3 Tetrises in the first 18 lines. Pretty good. And now I'm in a little bit more of a messy situation, but I can build around it, and you can see I was able to clear that out without any real difficulty. So once again, I'm just going to continue to build around that drop zone. And you can see there, he actually drops some lines on me, but that actually opens him up for another Tetris, the 4th one of this game. So when you drop the lines on the other screen, you know, you do push the other person towards the top, but you open yourself up to being counterattacked. So you do have to keep that in mind. So just keep on pushing here, and you can see game's over. Anyway, quick video, not too much here, but I hope you enjoyed watching it, and maybe I'll throw out another one of these in the future. Take care.